Yo, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about a little bit of a controversial topic. Some may agree, some may disagree. We're going to be talking about consumerism. What does this mean for you and for the economy that we are all participating in? So, right off the bat, consumerism is going to take a toll on the community if it's not done within reason. Now, the state we live in, consumerism has gotten out of hand. A lot of us buy things we don't need to keep up with fashion, to keep up with trends, whatever it may be. You know, the neighbor on the block got a new car, you want to get a new one. Whatever it may be. It's a age-old psychological game that we've been playing where we get a brand new thing and we feel good for a little bit. You know, we enjoy that feeling of a reward, I guess you could say, for, all your hard-earned money. What are you going to spend it on? Are you just going to save it? What are you going to do with it? So, what I wanted to touch on was how this has created a business model to create the bigger and better thing always. Now, an example I love to use is the automotive industry. You can see that cars have inflated in value almost like 100 times. The vehicles are now almost all luxury. There's like very little econo lines that are offered. A brand new truck nowadays would cost you upwards of $100,000 and is probably the size of a boat. You know what I mean? Like, these things have gotten bigger, better, whatever that may be. Somebody is still buying it. You know what I mean? They're trading in their old one, grabbing that new one for whatever price it may be. The normalization of pulling out these loans with insane interest rates is just mind-boggling. Now, of course, this doesn't paint a picture of all bad for our economy. We're going to be leading in very many sectors just because of the drive for the bigger the better. Whatever it may be, the automotive, the computers becoming outdated even quicker, your cell phone, it's all moving at such a rapid pace. But why this strikes a chord with me is because it has brought the death of the mini truck. Alright? We have seen it come and go from society, really. But so many economy offerings that used to cater to those who were looking to save a buck, on the essentials. Now, of course, there's going to be the downsides of consumerism, but I want to also talk about the upsides, like the advancement of technology. I've seen these cell phones within our pocket just develop at such an insane rate. We don't know where they're going, but what I do know is that in some ways we can use this to our advantage. Pick and choose the sectors that we want to invest in, that we see growth at the quickest rate ever. Literally in seconds, you can invest within opportunities. Now, this all comes with a mindset of taking a step back from all of the trends, all of the fads that come and go. What's popping right now is not going to be within 1 year time, 2 year time, 3 year time. What I encourage is to invest within longevity, the things that will work for you for many years, the things that will last a lifetime, really. If you treat them well enough, they will last a lifetime. Take care of the things you do have. We're in such a culture that is throwing away, such a disposable culture. We use it up and then we throw it away, get the new thing. Something has to change with that, or the few who stand against that will thrive. Something is going to have to change within the future. We're destroying our planet with our greed, our our lust for more and more. There are things that we could focus on that are really improving our day to day. There's also some things that are just we can cut back on, I believe. So, in conclusion, with all of this coming to our knowledge, what can we do? Like I said, consumerism is going to continue. People are going to keep buying. People are going to keep spending what they don't have. But there is the advantage of stepping beyond this system, being able to make money off of this. Currently, I'm start a business reselling stuff like that, get some extra money on the side because I know this psychological game is at play. We all want a shiny new thing, but we all want to be rich, don't we? Not rich, but financially free, not having to worry about your day to day reporting to a desk job, a work site, whatever that may be. We're all working towards not needing to report to that. So, really, with all this being said, I want to work to build solutions to take advantage of this system that really has so much momentum that isn't going anywhere. How can we profit from all of this? It's clearly a lot of these institutions are taking a big chunk of the working classes and money. And I want to know where it's all going. I want to know how to take advantage of it, truthfully, step beyond the system and really not have to worry about money anymore. The rat race, beat the rat race. Because the consumerism is the heart of it all that keeps it going beyond rising rates in every sector of. But that is a topic for a whole nother video. But really, just want to touch base on the education of money, how we really have to learn on our own to know what to do with our money. We have to go out of our own way to find these ways. I encourage myself and the viewer to break beyond consumerism. You don't need all of that. You could eat at home, save a couple bucks, invest those dollars, watch them, and really unlock that true freedom that we all want. Currently, I am at the beginning of this journey, but preaching the word helps me to embed this within my own mind and carry it into my everyday life. Because I'm not free of everyone fighting for my attention, just like they're fighting for yours. You gotta understand that with these companies. They are trying to make a living, just like you. So wrapping up this video, I'd like to ask the viewer a quick question. When was a time in your life, if there ever was, that you felt that you needed to rearrange your financial life? Maybe you were buying too many things that you really didn't need. I know I had this happen to me personally with a car accident that I could not afford at the time. It really put me on my toes to getting a more solid future, a structure that I could fall back on and not ever need to worry about these expensive emergencies that will come at you in life. They are a part of life, but you must prepare for them. These companies are trying to take your dollar at every corner you turn. So we really have to just stay strong and stick to our guns with minimalism, living frugally, living below your means, keeping it locked down while consumerism just takes a hold of the mass. Inflation just keeps rising. But we gotta combat that. Now I know this entire video consisted of play of consumerism that's going on, but I'd like to touch on money really not being everything in life. We got to enjoy our lives. They're very short. Just prepare for what's ahead, guys. Don't go out spending every dollar you make. You don't want to live check to check. Nobody does. It's not fun. Consumerism is not our friend. It's really out there to make the mass institutions rich. Avoid it like the plague. But also enjoy your life, folks. Money ain't everything. We're not taking it to the grave. Possessions really are useless.